Have you ever wanted to see a volleyball player make a ball go pow? Then check out Diego Rosal, because his skill will make you go wow. Diego is currently a sophomore here at Pepperdine and was born in Burbank, California. His mom was born in Alabama and his dad was born in Guatemala, but they both moved here at relatively young ages. Diego has wanted to play volleyball professionally for the past several years, and as a result, he is currently on the men's volleyball team and a business major here. However, it wasn't always easy for him to get to where he is today, and actually had to go through a couple major problems in his career thus far. Starting when Diego was in 8th grade, he wanted to play in his future high school volleyball team, and the problem he had there was that his friends at the time were discouraging him, telling him that volleyball was a girls' sport. However, he ignored them and tried out and got into the volleyball team at his high school, John Burroughs. So when he played in high school, he started getting good really quickly. And as a matter of fact, somebody at UC San Diego took notice to that relatively early in his high school career and actually recruited him. So then he spent a couple of more years of high school playing, and he already had a plan for after high school. However, at the start of his senior year, it turned out all the volleyball staff at UC San Diego ended up getting fired, so he ended up losing his recruitment, unfortunately. And the problem there was that he hadn't really been talking to any other schools because he already had UC San Diego set in stone for himself, and as a result, nobody else really knew him. But before he could start talking to other schools to show off his stuff in order to get recruited again, he ended up breaking his toe and wasn't able to play for the end of his high school career. As a result, he wasn't able to get recruited, and no one else was interested in talking to him because he couldn't play. So he just had to choose from all the schools he got accepted to, and chose Pepperdine for their men's volleyball team and academic opportunity, hence the business major. So after a 5-month recovery period, he had 1 month to train for Pepperdine tryouts, and that training actually went pretty decently for him despite not playing for nearly half a year. However, in fact, he made it pretty far in his tryouts his freshman year. Unfortunately, in November, they ultimately did not let him into the team at all, and this was very devastating for him as he spent his entire second semester freshman year feeling depressed, not playing any volleyball, and regretting other things like coming to Pepperdine at all because of this unfortunate event. However, his passion for the sport was never really gone, as he got a job at his old club last summer. And it was there that he played with a lot of his old teammates after all of their practices every day, where they would train him up again, get him back in his game, and they would even encourage him to try out again. Additionally, when he was at home over this summer, his grandparents and other members of his family would encourage him to try out again. So he emailed the men's volleyball Pepperdine coach to give him another chance, and through some back and forth emailing, the coach was very skeptical the entire time of letting him try out again, all the way to the day he was supposed to try out. However, when Diego got to the tryouts, he blew the socks off the coach and got admitted into the team right then and there. So ever since then, he's been playing on the men's volleyball team for his entire sophomore year thus far. And I think just the takeaway from this story for me was that I found it inspirational because it reminded me of the fact that I too am on a career path towards my goals and hopeful success in the future, and it reminded me that I too will have some major problems probably as I continue on, but that in order to still get to my goals successfully, I just have to not let them push me down completely as he was able to get past it too. And I think that just for him and his story to have told me that, I'd like to thank you. And I think I would like to implore all of you that if any of you need a new friend, you should give that cool, quiet kid that talks behind me a chance.
Okay.